This story has some man showing some serious hate. Some serious hate in this one. Boy, I understand certain things, but boy, now to do that, that takes it to another level. So before I go in, do please follow the page, like and subscribe, be it YouTube, TikTok, or Instagram. So let's get into it. This guy literally unalived his wife, spat on her corpse, which to me is just a madness. And the crazy thing is, from what they're saying, man had some double life thing going on there. So maybe that's part of the resentment, I don't know. But let me get into the story quickly. Let's get into this. This guy, this nutter, this crazy dude, according to Daily Mail article, was a former soldier who was sobbing while on trial for shooting wife dead after her birthday party and claimed he'd only done so to escape the abuse she heaped on him. Okay. Jordan Henning is facing trial for the June 2023 murder of his wife Ashley, which was caught by the security cameras in their Kentucky home. The former Fort Knox soldier sobbed last week as he claimed he suffered years of physical and mental abuse that included Ashley kicking him down the stairs and biting him. Ashley, who was an Army Sergeant First Class, is also to have grabbed Henning's testicles during sex and clutched Henning's panis. You know what that word is. Moments before he shot her after the couple held a party to celebrate her birthday. He said, "I just broke. I don't know. Next thing I remember, I'm standing over top of her shooting, and I don't know how it got to that point," Henning told jurors. Horrified security camera footage played at a court in Louisville captured the killing. Henning, who denies unaliving, was seen walking down the stairs of their home behind Ashley and following her behind a living room wall when a gunshot rang out. Moments later, he was seen reloading his handgun before shooting her again, and afterwards, he was filmed spitting on Ashley's corpse. Boy, that's hatred. There's more to it than this. The couple's 13-year-old daughter was upstairs in bed at the time of the killing, time of the unaliving, recovering from pink eye. Now, as I've said, apparently this guy had a double life. Apparently he's involved in some sadomasochistic BDSM, probably, well, that kind of scene. Not sure if he was GAY, but he's doing all sorts on the side. So maybe, just maybe, it may be that's where the resentment comes in. Because they've got a child. That's the family life. The child, kid, is living a double life. That's resentment. Yes, he said she's been abusive, but he's a soldier and he's a man. Yes, he's a sergeant, but hold on, am I missing something here? How is it abusive like that if she's, if he's the man, physically stronger, and she's a woman? Come on. I think that's just an alibi to get off. I don't know. But the bottom line is this guy had some serious double life. So, that's something that needs to be looked at, when they're obviously, looking at this. I mean, yeah. So let me go on to the comments as I usually do. And let's check some of this out. Here's a few. Just watch this. Let's just be honest. He received a lesser charge and sentence because he's a white man and she is a black woman. If a black man had unalived a white woman, he would have got the maximum charge and sentence. Okay. He is guilty of first-degree unaliving. You know what? I can't believe that one juror sided with him. Miscarriage of justice. There was no justice. A monster got away with unaliving the M-word. I've seen that it's because he lived an alternative lifestyle and she found out. Wow. Boy. He shot her 4 times, then came back to shoot a 5th time and spit on her. And this was only worth apparently 17 years or so. Yes, I think he got 17 years. Yeah. I mean, he got 17 years. Not good, not good, not good. Boy, here's a good comment. Hootie Booty was getting exposed. Hopefully he's an E1 in Leninworth. Hard labour. Okay. Final comment here, and a good one. And the fact he reloaded and spit on her makes me sick. Those poor kids will never overcome the damage from this day. He should have never been given the opportunity to see the outside of prison grounds ever again. Right. So apparently they're saying 17 years is not enough. And that's probably true, because America has some serious long sentences. In the UK, 17 years is long. But in the States, we're looking at some life business. If not the electric chair, but hey, never mind. Anyway, yeah, is what it is. Later.